Welcome back to the Renegade Report. I am Francis Mayer, Sports Information Director for the greatest athletic department in the known universe, and certainly one of the oldest. We've been around since 1913. If your math is fuzzy, don't worry, mine is too. But even I know that's over a century of athletic goodness. Back since when they wore leather football helmets. And The Rock, that wasn't just a metaphor. They actually threw a piece of granite down the field when they played football. That's not true, but here's what is. Very soon, we're going to be having a red and white night. What's that? Well, it's a special event where people from the community get together and celebrate Harvard on the Hill, our very own Bakersfield College. And right now, I'd like to welcome Angie Paquette to the Renegade Report. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna move my finger real quick because I think it's getting in your way, but I'm gonna use it to point at you because you're for real. So tell us who's going to be at this event and where is it?
So this event will be held on April 9th. It's a Thursday evening, and we are hoping to bring out a lot of our wonderful alumni as well as some of our friends in the community that might want to come out and celebrate with us.
Well, and we have a lot of friends in the community, and there's some details of the event right there. It's going to be at Imbibe Wine and Spirits. They have a wonderful wine list. They have a wonderful beverage list there. Great food, and from what I understand, your ticket price includes wine, snacks, and a chance to win some prizes is what it looks like.
It does. So for $30, you will receive a $10 wine card to use at their dispensers at Imbibe. So if you've never been to Imbibe, they have this lovely little process where you can choose your pours that you would like to sample. They assure me they're going to stock their dispensers with some high-quality wine at a reasonable price point for us for the evening.
Que bella.
Yeah, Robert Tapia is setting us up well over there.
Awesome. Talented man.
He is a very talented man. And then he's also going to set up a red and white pasta bar for everybody's enjoyment. We are sectioning off a portion of his facility just exclusively for our alumni to come and hang out for the evening. And then in addition to all of that, we are raffling off this wonderful basket exclusively to those folks that are in attendance. So it should be a lot of fun.
And it's funny because old stuff always comes back around. And I know for a while that place out on Stockdale Highway was the fancy new college. Yes. But we have the heritage here. We have been around for a really long time, as I like to say at the beginning of every segment, since 1913, the athletic department's been around, and the college longer than that, ever since they were down at BHS and before they moved up to the Hill in the 50s. And there are a lot of people, almost everyone, as you found, has some sort of, it's not even 6 degrees of separation with BC.
Right.
It's like 3. Maybe less. And I know athletic director Sandy Taylor is going to be there. I know some other people are going to be there. But we have a very distinguished list of alumni. You're in good company if you happen to have the honor of getting this license plate frame. Who are some of our more noteworthy alumni?
So here locally in the community, a lot of people are familiar with a lovely gentleman named Kevin McCarthy, who happens to be one of our House representatives and the House Majority Leader. Yeah. He's amazing, just a wonderful human being, delightful man, and one of our alums. Senator Jean Fuller is an alum. She's wonderful as well. I've had the joy of working with Dr. Fuller for many years, and she's a delight. We also have Harvey Hall, who runs Hall Ambulance and happens to be our distinguished mayor for many, many years.
Great
He's
mustache,
an alum.
too.
Isn't he delightful? And a snappy little dresser.
He is. That natty is the term. He really puts it together where it has a nice pocket square. And you remember when he had a beard also.
Oh, yes.
But I think he got rid of that because he felt it wasn't mayoral. But he should bring it back because the beard was awesome.
He rocked it, and it would definitely resonate with a particular generation right now. So
it would, and his beard was no joke. He was not a beard poser. I believe he could brush that beard. It was awesome. And getting back to Kevin McCarthy, though, I think that's something that a lot of people forget is you don't have to come from the right side of the tracks or be a fancy Dan for amazing things to start in your life at Bakersfield College.
Exactly. So one of the things that I think a lot of people miss when we talk about alums of any organization is they think that you have to have completed that entire program to be considered an alumni.
No, and that's not how BC works,
It's
though.
not how it works. So anyone who has ever come to Bakersfield College, to either our main campus or our Delano campus, and has even spent time taking even one class with us, maybe it's even a community education class like a knitting class or an art class that they've picked up, they are all technically alums and they're part of our BC family.
Absolutely.
And so we're really interested in getting to know all of them. One of the things that I think is really spectacular about Bakersfield College and Bakersfield in general is that BC typically sees about 10,000 students come through our facility annually. So we're 100 years old. Do the math. That's a lot of folks that are living and breathing and working and living their lives here in Kern County that have all come through BC. So really, you could say, Kern County, we are BC.
Oh, we absolutely, no, we are 100% BC. And what you said is interesting about how if you take one class, sometimes that's all it takes for people. And even if you've only taken one class, that doesn't mean you can't take more classes, but you are considered alumni as soon as you've taken that one class. I got to interview a woman on the other show that I do for the college called Equity TV, and her name's Karen Floyd, amazing woman.
Yes.
So she was 17 years old, Angie, and she got married and she had a child, but she really wanted to be, as she said it, in the classroom. So she took one class per semester for about close to 20 years, and then she decided she wanted to become a teacher. She was an attendance clerk. And she went in to see a guidance counselor at BC, and it blew their hair back. They said, well, you have all kinds of transferable units. Yeah, you're ready to go to Cal State right now. Do you know she ended up getting her doctorate? She ended up getting a PhD.
Yeah.
And it all started at BC, one class at a time.
Yeah.
So we are definitely going to celebrate that. And also, isn't the athletic department benefiting from this?
The athletic department will benefit from this event this time around. So Sandy Taylor has this amazing vision for launching a wonderful Hall of Fame experience next October. And so this event will provide some of the seed money for that process. So the donations that come in from this activity will go directly there.
Absolutely, they will. And there's the information again. That is Thursday, April 9th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. But if I know this BC crowd, it'll end up running a little bit longer than that.
Just a little.
Just a skosh. Tickets are $30, but you get a $10 wine card, and then you get to have dinner. So there is really an argument to be made for this being a bargain. I know that you can get the tickets not on campus, but you can get them through ValleyTix with just the click of a button. I think ValleyTix has an app too, but otherwise just Google ValleyTix. And are we on their front page at ValleyTix.com?
We are on the front page of ValleyTix.
Okay, very good, very good.
And can I just say one other thing?
Please, Angie, I've got nothing but time for a pretty lady, so please go ahead.
Don't you love Francis? Okay, so we are posting things on our social media. We have a Bakersfield College alumni webpage on Facebook. We have several other BC pages, and we are putting those out on social media. So those folks that have social media, if you see the promotion for the Red and White event, we would love it if you would both like and share the event so we can get the word out to more people in the community.
Right, and this is a fun environment to be in with really good people, and so we want to get the people that you know out there. We want to get us all together because bring it out of the closet. Everybody's connected to BC. Everybody in this town has had their life improved directly or indirectly by Bakersfield College, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of. This is not a fly-by-night organization. If you are part of Bakersfield College, quite honestly, you're part of one of the oldest institutions in Kern County.
It's an amazing college. It's got a phenomenal reputation actually across the United States.
Right.
So we are. And in fact, it's really interesting that you say that because so many local alums, they kind of see their affiliation with Bakersfield College in the same way that folks that went through schools like USC or UCLA, they have the same level of pride and energy and excitement around the college. So
well, and on an athletic bent, you and I had an experience with that recently. We got to hang out with the 1953 Junior Rose Bowl winners. Totally amazing story, just to catch the viewers up to speed. So in 1953, our football team, they got invited to play in the Junior Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California against Northeastern Oklahoma University, and they had a running back. This guy, his name was Lonnie the Lone Ranger Graham, and he was a bad dude, no doubt about it. They had some really good players, but the whole shooting match, there was... estimates of 50 to 60,000 people from Bakersfield drove over the Grapevine to be there at the game and to support the Renegades. They basically had to shut Bakersfield down. But the whole shooting match, Angie, it comes down to 4 plays. The ball was on I think it was like it was about 6 feet away from the end zone. And they had 4 plays. I think they moved the ball about 3 feet, and Bakersfield College won. One of the most dramatic finishes, I think, to any Renegade football game in history. And actually, we have been able to digitally transfer the old film with the announcer who sounds like this.
Yes.
onto a DVD, and I'm working with Manny De Los Santos up at the college right now, and we're actually putting a video together where those gentlemen talk about their memories, and they are so sharp. They remember down to the cup of water what they were doing during those 4 plays.
Yeah, they're passionate about that game, but they're also passionate about their experience at Bakersfield College and how that really laid their experience and their time at Bakersfield College really laid a strong foundation for who they became both personally and professionally in their lives.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you do the math, 1953, a couple guys on that team were grown men because they'd fought in the war. They were in the military. And you showed me some letters that I believe Grace Bird sent to them while they were overseas, and they're very touching. It was like Facebook before Facebook, because she was sending letters to these guys who were in the European theater and saying, "Oh, by the way, so-and-so's off the market. She's engaged to Bob Dixon. They're getting married in the fall. Ooh, there was a fire at the corner store." And she filled them in, and that was a big connection for them, and that was really awesome. Just another firm indicator of the role that Bakersfield College plays in the community and keeping people together, and we're going to go ahead and reinforce that with these red and white nights. And again, that's Thursday, April 9th. It's going to be at Imbibe, and you can buy the tickets. You can support the program. You can support the athletic program at the same time and bend the old elbow. Okay? Awesome. By going to valleytix.com. Angie, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Francis.
It's been wonderful having you up at the college, and I love working with you, and I can't wait to get that video up on your social media site. That is going to be a part of it, right?
Absolutely. In fact, we're hoping to find other stories a lot like that one to generate more videos and just really start showcasing who we are on our website.
Right, and we want to capture those stories. So if you have a grandparent or an uncle who had an experience at BC that you want to preserve forever, that's what we're trying to do here.
Yes, we are.
Get in touch with Ms. Paquette through the Bakersfield College Foundation. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Francis.
Awesome. Coming up next, we have another legend, Dr. Michael Tivnon. He's put a lot of Renegade athletes back together, and maybe he puts you back together. But we're going to find out the differences between athletes and normal people and how he came to be a doctor and a team doctor for the Bakersfield College Renegades next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.